Can you imagine a factory of legendary basketball players? One that does not fail in production and that year after year generates stars that later lead all the rankings? Well, there may not be a factory, but there is a team that can take pride in this, and that is the Miami Heat. If you don't believe what we tell you, then go through this list with those we consider the best and greatest players of all time, who showed off before and better than anyone else in the Miami Heat. This list goes from the worst to the best. Did I say worst? How could I dare? So only if you stay watching until the end of the video will you find out who is the number one for us. Do you want a clue? He was a player of the Miami Heat. 10. Jayson White Chocolate Williams. This delicious treat stayed for a total of 3 seasons from 2005 to 2008, achieving great moments of play. In 2006, he got his only championship ring. Williams started playing as a point guard in the 2005 to 06 season at the Miami Heat. Although an elbow injury prevented him from playing some games, when he returned to the field, he showed his courage by controlling the Heat's attack. He became an offensive threat, capable of scoring from inside or outside the line. Williams regained his level with 12.3 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. In the playoffs, he had his best performance in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Detroit Pistons, scoring 21 points. White Chocolate would win his first and only NBA championship in 2006, when the Heat beat the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. He averaged 8.8 points and 4.7 assists in the finals. 9. Glenn Rice. He was the first famous name to join the team. He participated in 3 Star Games and won the Most Valuable Player trophy in the 1997 Classic. Elected in the 4th position of the first round of the 1989 NBA draft by the Miami Heat, where he played for 6 seasons, from 1989 to 1994. In his 7th season with the Charlotte Hornets, where he also showed a great level of scoring during 3 years, 1995 to 1998. Then he was transferred to the Los Angeles Lakers, where he won the championship ring. Already a veteran, he started to drop his performance to finally close his career playing only 18 games with the Los Angeles Clippers in the 2003-04 season. Glenn may not have stood out only in the Miami Heat, but without a doubt his time on the team was legendary. 8. Udonis Haslem. He entered the team as a guest who had to prove he could compete at that level. After leaving Florida in 2002, Haslem signed with the Miami Heat in the summer of 2003 with a free pass. In his 2nd season in the NBA, he played a total of 75 games, 24 as a starter, averaging 7.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 0.7 assists in 23.9 minutes. He was selected in the 2nd best rookie team along with Dimitar Petrov-Yordanov of the Lakers and played the Rookie Challenge. Haslem was crowned champion of the Miami Heat in the 2011-12 season when they beat Oklahoma City Thunder 4-1. On November 21, 2012, in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks, Haslem beat the great Alonzo Mourning to become the franchise leader in total rebounds with 4,808, surpassing the previous record of 4,807. He also became the first non-selected player in the draft to lead an NBA franchise in rebounds. In July 2014, Udonis Haslem closed his continuity in Miami for $2.7 million. Haslem would try to keep contributing to the team, although already in a more limited way. Or would you think his performance would be eternal? 7. Tim Hardaway. Tim was the first piece sought by Pat Riley when he arrived in Miami and changed the image of the Heat immediately with his first game. He played with the Warriors until the middle of the 1995-96 season when he was transferred to the Miami Heat. In Florida, along with Alonzo Mourning, he led the Heat to their best seasons. He was an MVP candidate in his first full season in Miami after averaging 20.3 points and 8.6 assists that year. Hardaway was the 2nd player in history after Oscar Robertson to reach the 5,000 points and 2,500 assists mark. In 2000, he and the U.S. basketball team went to the Sydney Olympics, where they won the gold medal. In October 2009, his jersey with the number 10 was retired as a tribute by the Miami Heat, being the 2nd player of the team to receive such an honor after Alonzo Mourning. 6. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq was one of the best centers in the NBA's history and a world figure. He was a crucial piece in the 2006 champion team. He played in the center position and is considered one of the most dominant players in the history of the NBA. O'Neal has won 4 NBA championships, 3 with the Los Angeles Lakers and 1 with the Miami Heat, in addition to finishing runner-up with the Orlando Magic in 1995 and the Los Angeles Lakers in 2004. In terms of individual awards, O'Neal has earned a season MVP in 2000, 8 appearances in the NBA's top 5, 3 Finals MVPs, 3 All-Star Game MVPs, the last one shared with former Lakers teammate Kobe Bryant, and the Rookie of the Year. He is the 8th highest scorer in NBA history with 28,596 points. 5. Ray Allen, one of the most accurate shooters in NBA history. He was the protagonist of the most famous shot in the history of the NBA when he shot and allowed the Miami Heat to win the 2013 championship. On July 6, 2012, he was confirmed as a member of the Miami Heat and arranged a 3-year contract. During the third game of the first postseason round, he became the player with the most three-pointers in the history of the playoffs, beating Reggie Miller at 320. In Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals, Allen scored a triple to tie the score at 5.2 seconds in the fourth quarter. After coming back from a 10-point deficit at the end of the third period, the Heat won 103-100 over the San Antonio Spurs in overtime and forced a 7th game in the series, with the Heat leading 101-100. He then became the 7th most popular player in the series, surpassing a record held by Bill Russell. In the summer, he decided not to terminate his contract with the Heat and continued with the Florida team in the 2013-14 season, until January 11, 2016, when he announced his retirement from basketball through the Players' Tribute. 4. Chris Bosh. He was one of those who prevented San Antonio from eliminating Miami in the 2015 series. He moved to Miami to be a part of the team in the 2010-11 season, forming the so-called Big Three, along with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, reaching the finals where he had an impressive performance, but his team fell to the Dallas Mavericks in what was considered the 2006 rematch, where Miami Heat snatched the title from Dallas Mavericks after they won the series 2-0. In the 2011-12 season, Miami qualified for playoff, where they faced the New York Knicks, and Bosh showed his strength by helping win the series 4-1, but then injured his abdominal muscle in the first game of the series against Indiana Pacers in the second round, and the Miami Heat fell 1-2 in the series. Bosh returned in Game 7 to prove his importance. He won the NBA championship with the Miami Heat by beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 4-1, scoring 24 points and 7 rebounds in Game 5 of the finals, played at the American Airlines Arena in Miami. After LeBron James left, Bosh decided to stay with the Miami Heat. He started the season improving his numbers and was chosen to play All-Star, but then he was diagnosed with blood clots in his lungs, bringing his season to a close. Finally, in February 2019, he announced his decision to retire despite trying to continue, even considering playing the playoffs that year. 3. Alonzo Mourning. Probably the best defensive player of this organization, he was chosen number 2 in the 1992 NBA draft by the newly created Charlotte Hornets franchise, being one of the components of the best rookie team of that year, with averages of 21 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks, which were not enough to be the Rookie of the Year as Shaquille O'Neal surpassed him. When he signed with the Miami Heat, with Pat Riley on the bench, he was named twice Defender of the Year. In 2000, he was chosen for the Sydney Olympics with the United States team, winning the gold medal. In the 2000-2001 season, he was diagnosed with a kidney condition, but it didn't stop him from playing the 2002 All-Star Game. He missed a season, but thanks to that incident, he popularized the disease, raising funds and doing a lot of research to try and find a cure. 2. LeBron James. The best player to have worn the uniform of this team and probably among the 5 most outstanding in the history of the creation of the sport. The overwhelming force of the famous team known as the Big Three during the 2011-2014 seasons, when they went 4 times in a row to the finals and won 2 titles. At 18, James was voted number 1 in the 2003 NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers. There, he ratified the promising future he was projecting in high school, and in his first season, he won the NBA Rookie of the Year award. Since arriving in the league, LeBron has set many records, such as the youngest player to reach 10,000 to 30,000 points. Since 2005, he has been an All-Star in the NBA's Best 5, being chosen 12 times in the first 5. In 2006, James finished second in the 2005-06 NBA MVP voting. His top individual award came on May 4, 2009, when he was named MVP of the 2008-09 season. In 2012, 2013, and 2016, he was NBA champion and MVP of the finals. With the U.S. team, he won the bronze medal at the 2006 World Cup in Japan, also a bronze in Athens 2004, and finally 2 Olympic gold medals in Beijing 2008 and London 2012. 1. Dwayne Wade. He is the top scorer in the history of this team, starring in exciting finals and leading in 3 world championships. That's the reason the Miami Heat retired their number 3 jersey as a tribute. Miami paid the greatest possible tribute to this player who has ever played for them. Flash was chosen number 5 in the 2003 draft by the team that has now taken his jersey to the roof of the American Airlines Arena. There he got 3 NBA championship rings, 2006, 2012, and 2013. An MVP of the Finals, 2006, a title of top scorer of the season, 2009, and 13 appearances in the All-Star Game, with an MVP of this game included, 2010. The high point of Dwayne Wade's career came in the 2006 Finals, when he was unstoppable against the might of the Dallas Mavericks on the court, a title in which he was the main protagonist, with Shaquille O'Neal as a luxury squire. The first championship for the Miami Heat franchise, with which he would later achieve a historic back-to-back with the Big Three he formed with LeBron James and Chris Bosh. After a final season in which he was honored every time he played a last game on every NBA field, exchanging jerseys with each and every star that asked for it, Dwayne Wade became a legend. Does this ranking satisfy you? Would you have set it up differently? Alright, leave us your list in the comments and we'll discuss it. Subscribe to the channel and leave us a like down below. Hit the bell icon as we post Monday to Friday. Thanks for watching our video. See you next time.